Marbella with Him and Her are proud to be sponsored by the friendliest bar in San Pedro, the Hogan Stand. The place for amazing food, live music and sport, karaoke, quizzes, and a welcoming smile. Why would you want to go anywhere else? Check out their Instagram page at the Hogan Stand and at the Hogan Hackers for their golf society.
This podcast may contain adult themes and strong language. Hello and welcome to episode 95 of Marbella with Him and Her, brought to you by the Hogan Stand. He is
PJ Lopez and she is
Hannah Murray. First one of 2026, baby.
New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. New Year, new you?
No, I don't think so.
No, good. You don't need to. You're lovely as you are.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
You need to do a few changes.
Okay, thanks. Well, that's a good start. Start by being really nice.
No, you are absolutely fine the way you are.
Oh, thanks.
You keep going to the gym 3 times a week, which is perfect.
You're like walking on thin ice here.
You love the gym.
I know. It's just the way you said you're...
Maybe I'll go a bit more. That'll be my thing.
A tall would be good.
Yes.
Yes.
I've started a bit of a detox though, and I've not drinking at the moment.
Yeah, done well. 2 days.
Okay, well, it would have been more, but you forced me to have some champagne.
Yes, we'll get to that. So last Sunday, before New Year's Eve, we had our friends Evelyn and Craig over for lunch, and it was really nice. We did a 3-course meal.
Yes, and I got busy in the kitchen again.
You did?
So my mum used to make something after Christmas, and when we had leftover turkey, she would use the turkey and make it's not quite a biryani, but it's a type of biryani. She would make sort of like the curry sauce, not even a sauce, just curry powder and mix and everything, and then stir the rice into it. So it's not cooked in the rice, you just stir it all in afterwards. So I did the same, and it went down very well.
Oh, it was really nice. Yeah, that's been a sort of yearly thing for you, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Inspired by your
always used to have that on the 2nd or 3rd day after Christmas. So yeah, it's always nice to make it. I think I've done it for you as well. You know, it's sort of like a childhood thing. And I did a bit of a vegetable curry to go with it, just to give a bit of wetness.
Some sprouts.
Yes, there were no pigs in blanket in that one.
No, we had that for breakfast yesterday.
Oh, yes. You wanted a fry up. We didn't have any sausage and bacon, but we had some pigs in blankets, which is sausage and bacon.
Absolutely. Brilliant. I contributed. I did a cheese board for dessert.
Did, and I did my coconut prawn again.
Yes, for starters.
I think I'm perfecting that now. Last time I sort of shallow fried them in hot oil, but this time I proper deep fried them and they went crispy.
Yeah, they're nice crispy.
Yeah.
Very good. And we had that magnum of red wine that was a gift from your work.
Yes, so the owners of Manifesto, where I work, bought some presents for everybody, and mine was a magnum of Rhoda red wine.
It's like they know you.
It was a reserva, and it went down very well and very quickly.
Yes, it was really nice, really good. And Craig has never played Cards Against Humanity, so that's what we played after lunch, which was very funny.
We've corrupted somebody else.
It's such a great game. If you haven't heard of it, it's hilarious.
He won by a long way.
He did win, yes.
Long way.
Beginner's luck, I reckon.
Or he's just got a weird and thick sense of humour.
Oh, it's very funny. You cannot be offended by anything if you want to play Cards Against Humanity. There are various cards that could be deemed to be extremely offensive against all kinds of different things and people, but we are not offended by things, and therefore we find it very funny.
It's just a game.
It's just a game.
Not your viewpoint.
If you're offended by Jimmy Carr, don't play Cards Against Humanity. That would be my advice.
I agree.
On Monday, I went to work as if everything was normal. On Monday, the 28th, 29th, whatever it was.
What
29th, I think. God knows. It's Sunday the 4th today.
That's Sunday because we're doing a podcast.
Yes, okay, exactly. Good. So I interviewed for the book show, so it hasn't gone out yet, Jeffrey Archer for the, 6th, 7th time, something like that. And I can honestly say, I think it was the best one we did.
I've only taken 8 then.
No, they've always been good. But I don't know, he seemed to really open up more, and we were chatting like we were mates, you know. It was really fun.
Well, you do know each other a bit more now. When you've interviewed somebody that amount of time, surely you get a little bit more familiar with each other.
Guess how old he is?
Oh, right. Well, so I saw him before I came to Spain, when I came in 2003.
You saw him?
Yes, I was in a restaurant called Daphne's in London, near Kensington. Mm-hmm. And he was outside filming because he was going to be the mayor of London.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it went a bit wrong after that.
Anyway, so how old do you think he is?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think then. So he was in his 50s. So he's got to be in his 80s?
Yeah, he's 85.
Wow, okay.
But you wouldn't know. I mean, bright as a button, and he still writes all of his books by hand. He never types it. He writes everything out in pen with his own hands. Told me that years ago.
Yeah.
So I asked him if he still does it, and he absolutely does. We were talking about his last book in the William Warwick series, which is called Endgame. And it's a brilliant subject. It sounds really, really good. So it's all set during the London 2012 Olympics. And he was just wondering what kind of went wrong that the public didn't know about. And he spoke to his friend Sebastian Coe.
Oh, yes, his mate Sebastian.
And was asking him, and he said, I tell you what, you need to meet this guy, and introduced him to the person who was head of security for the London 2012 Olympics. So he spent hours chatting to this guy about what went wrong, as I say, that the public didn't know about. And he also said, he said to Seb Coe, actually, what would have been the most disastrous things to happen. And Seb Coe said, OK, if there was a serious threat to Queen Elizabeth II, if something went wrong with the Queen, that would have been horrendous, obviously. It would have been awful for the Queen, but obviously it would have really affected the Olympics. And also the two big stars, or set to be big stars of the Olympics in 2012, was Usain Bolt and Mo Farah. And Seb Coe said, if somebody had put drugs into their urine or something like that, so they weren't able to compete, that also would have been horrendous, because they were the big stars.
They were the big draw for the
Exactly,
Olympics, yeah.
Exactly. So that inspired Jeffrey Archer to write this book where there were, I think there's 22 disastrous things that went wrong at the London 2012 Olympics, but 13 of them were true and 7 he made up, something like that.
It's like that game you play.
Yeah, exactly. And he's got them all listed out on his website so you can see which ones that are true. So I was asking him about some of them during the interview, not expecting him to tell me. And he was going, true, false. So I've got a few of them for you that I'm remembering now.
Okay.
So one of the stories in the book was that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie had applied to be the torch bearers. Different people run with the Olympic torch. So they had applied. They wanted to run with the torch, but they were refused. Do you think that happened or it didn't?
I don't think that they applied, no.
That absolutely did happen.
Why would they think that they could run with the torch?
I don't know. But they wanted to, apparently, but they were refused because they weren't kind of sporting enough. It had no
they've got
connection
no connection to sport whatsoever.
Yes, so that was really interesting.
Or London.
No, quite. One that he did make up, because I've sort of given it away now, one of the parts of the story is that somebody did put drugs in the urine of Mo Farah. And
they did?
No, that didn't. No, that didn't happen. That's one of the stories he puts in the book. One of the other stories that's in the book, and you tell me whether this is true or not. When the Queen, in inverted commas, parachuted into the Olympic Stadium at the opening ceremony, 3 people fainted. Do you think that happened or not?
Well, yeah, I bet there's some idiots that thought it really was the Queen.
That's exactly what Jeffrey Archer said. Yes, that absolutely did happen. Because
come on.
Obviously,
how old was she?
Yeah, I think she's in her 90s.
Yeah, she's not parachuting anyway.
No, so obviously it wasn't the Queen. So there was probably about 3 people that thought it was the Queen, and they fainted. Isn't that brilliant?
No,
so
it's stupid.
I think this is a great idea for a book. So even if you haven't read his other William Warwick stories, I think this one's an absolute, brilliant. Some great stories. So it's called Endgame. So lovely to chat with Jeffrey Archer again. And he said...
Your mate Jeff?
My mate Jeff, because he used to write a book every 2 years, but more recently he's been churning out one a year. So when he said he was 85, I said, well, it doesn't seem like there's any signs of you slowing down. If anything, you're speeding up. And he said, I have been, but I'm pretty sure that my next book is going to be my last.
Oh, wow.
Which was quite a revelation. He said he's been working on it for years. He's really proud of the story. He reckons it's better than Cain and Abel. So we shall see.
So this could be his new Cain and Abel.
I know. Really exciting. Last Tuesday, I was also really excited that I got you to come to Body Combat with me.
Yeah, I started off being quite excited and then became quite nervous.
Hot.
And then became quite knackered. And then became quite clock watching, like, when the bloody hell does this finish? And then really loved the effect afterwards.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, it was hard.
It's hardcore, isn't it? It was actually really hard.
They don't stop moving.
Yeah.
It's like boxercise, isn't it? It's that type of thing.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
And
it reminded
you're
you
bouncing
of
around all the time, doing lots of different punching and kicking and all that sort of thing and marching up. I found the movements quite, because you had to do sort of like step left, step right, step left, step right, arm,
kind of,
arm, elbow, and that sort of thing. And I was all over the place with that. I'm glad no one was standing right next to me because I would have been kicking them when I was meant to be punching.
But you got into it and it took you back to your karate days.
Well, it was weird. So a lot of the punches and when you're punching down and stuff, I found myself putting my hand up to shield my face, which is obviously what you do when you're boxing or karate or anything like that. You know, you're always protecting yourself. And I was doing that on all the punches. So obviously that was inbuilt because I did that for like 3 or 4 years, karate. So it must have been so within me that I was doing that all the time. But yeah, it was great fun. I'm just glad I work on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. I'd love you to do it more often.
I would, but I'm working.
Yeah, unlucky. Also, Good Morning Spain. Our episode this week was, of course, all about the new year, tying into the new year. So Nicole asked us to wear nice dresses. So we were all wearing fancy dresses and...
Fancy dress?
No, fancy dresses.
Ah.
Very kindly at the Hard Rock Hotel Marbella, they had invited us to have breakfast. So we all turned up in the breakfast hall, all looking like we hadn't been to bed in like really pretty dresses from the night before.
A breakfast walk of shame.
Yes, that's exactly how it felt. Everyone was looking at us wondering why we were so dressed up for breakfast, which was very funny. And the book that I decided to talk about was Reset Your Home, which is by Ingrid Jansen and Leslie Spellman. And Ingrid is coming on the radio with me on Monday, actually. She comes on a few times a year. She is the decluttering expert.
It's her fault that our house became a new venue. Is that the right word?
Absolutely not.
No. Well, you went mad after that.
Also fault is the wrong word. We want to thank Ingrid for making me more organised and tidy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on. It's a good thing.
It is. Your drawers are very, very clean and tidy.
You leave my drawers alone. But yes, now we know where to find stuff. It's fabulous.
Well, no, you know where to find stuff. You haven't left me a key of where you've put everything.
Yes, I have. Anyway, so if you want to get into decluttering, I can definitely recommend their book, Reset Your Home, because it literally lays it out, how you need to do, where to start. You know, don't be overwhelmed thinking, oh my God, my house is a tip. You can start even smaller than a room, you know, just start with a drawer or with a cupboard, and you'll be surprised how great it feels when you do a small area like that. You'll be like, oh, I want to do another cupboard now, I want to do another drawer. And before you know it, you're finishing a whole room and it's fun.
Yeah, whatever turned you on.
It was the big fat quiz of the year, the day before New Year's Eve. We did it on a Tuesday because of how the days were falling on Thursdays. And it was the biggest quiz I have ever hosted in over 15 years of doing the quiz.
It was mega. It was great fun. And how you put it together is genius. It really is. And it's a lot of people's favourite quiz of the year, which I think shows that it was so busy.
There were 20 teams, which was just nuts. Pretty much every table in the pub was filled with people playing the quiz in the pub, in the restaurant area. It was really cool.
Yeah, and a really good atmosphere as well.
It was. And there was a Man United game on and loads of people came in to watch that, but there was nowhere for them to sit. So there was loads of people standing watching the Man United game. It was absolutely mobbed.
Yeah, well, good. The Hogan Stand deserves to be moved.
Yeah, defo. But I love the big fat quiz of the year. It's basically all about this year. So it's this year's sport, this year's music.
No, it's not.
Oh, last year now.
Yes, exactly.
We're in a different year.
Mm-hmm.
How many people, when they fill out forms in the first few months of the year, are going to still put 2025 and then need to change it?
I think I did it this morning.
Oh, well, there you go. See? There you go. And I wanted to mention, at the end of the quiz, we stayed and had a couple of drinks with friends, and I got Maeve and Aoife a Baileys each, and I was interested to see the price, because on last week's podcast we were talking about the fact that we had a walk on Boxing Day and went to
Exotica,
and I had a Baileys and it was €10, and we thought that was like really quite pricey. It was a big Baileys, but even so. So I was thinking, is that normal now? Is that how much Baileys cost? Anyway, got the girls a couple of Baileys, looked at the bill, and it was €11 for 2 Baileys in the Hogan Stand. And I was like, well, that's more like it.
It's not the normal cost then, actually.
No.
So, yeah, I will say the Hogan Stand prices are very good.
Yeah.
For their drinks generally anyway. Things like Baileys, a Guinness, a pint of lager, all that sort of thing is very, very good. And their food's very reasonable as well when you compare it to other places.
Yeah, for sure. We thought that when we went. I don't think did we talk about Mr. Chicken?
No,
I'm not sure we did. We went to Mr. Chicken a few weeks ago, and it was awful.
We won't be going back to Mr. Chicken. I'm sorry, Mr. Chicken, but
back to Mr. Chicken. I can't
great.
remember when we went. Was it Christmas Eve? It was Christmas Eve, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
It was, and we forgot to mention it. Yes, we went there Christmas Eve and we had barbecue chicken wings and honey chicken wings.
Sorry if we have mentioned this before.
I'm pretty sure we haven't.
The chicken wings, number one, again, it sounds like I'm sort of like rah, 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 Hogan Stand, but their chicken wings are far superior to anything we had at Mr. Chicken.
And the price, we were surprised by the price. So we got 2 lots of chicken wings and a portion of chips.
And water.
A soft drink each. And it was like €29.
Yeah, which is insane. We didn't have a main course. We had a few chicken wings.
Yeah. So sorry, Mr. Chicken. We other people we know have gone there and they've had like half a roast chicken takeaway, which they said was good.
It just didn't inspire me. Nothing inspired me about it. I was hoping it was going to be like a Nando's type place or something, but it's not.
So there you go. Honest review. Miles and Sue, my dad's cousin Miles and his lovely wife Sue, they live in Granada and they were coming to ours to stay and do the big fat quiz and also New Year's Eve. But they didn't quite make it to the quiz because they had an absolute nightmare being stuck in Tangiers.
Yeah, so they'd gone over the day before and on the way there they had a nightmare. It was meant to be like an hour and a half trip. From getting on to getting off, it was like 4.5 to 5 hours.
Yeah, which is awful. So that
didn't start well. And then coming home, they were hoping they weren't going to get the same, but they got worse. It took, I don't know, hours and hours and hours for them. And it was a complete and utter nightmare. It was a mess. There was no directional information about what they should do when they get on and off. It sounded like a complete amateur job, basically, but it wasn't. I mean, these guys do it every day.
Exactly. It was as if it was their first time doing it, not knowing what they were doing.
But one thing that was interesting, which we must point out, so they went from Algeciras to Tangier. And you can also do it from Tarifa to Tangier. They are different ports. So when you go from Algeciras to Tangier, you go to one port and you then have to get a taxi into the main town.
And it was about an hour away from there to Tangier itself.
Well, if you go from Tarifa, you go into the main port, which is in the town, which you're in the right place. So if you are ever going to do the trip across to Tangiers, don't do it from Algeciras.
That's really good advice. Get it from Tarifa. We went for brunch with them, so they didn't stay at ours on that night. We met them instead for brunch the next day, and my dad joined us. So we went to Sava Lounge, our new fave.
Yes, and you had the waffles with the crispy chicken.
Waffles, yeah, really good.
And I had the eggs Benedict on a croissant again, which is absolutely stunning.
Really lovely. We love their food. If you haven't been there yet, definitely check it out. Sava Lounge in San Pedro, SAVVA.
Look on Instagram. They have a great Instagram account.
Yes. So New Year's Eve, guess where we went? The Hogan Stand. Yay. The friendliest pub in...
Reminds me, we need to get in touch with Roger and book for next year.
Yes, we do.
I'm not joking.
How sad are we? Yes, absolutely, we need to, definitely. It was rammed in the best possible way. We knew lots of people there, lots of regulars. We had delicious food. You had the steak.
I had fillet steak, which was just like butter.
Yeah, really nice. I normally have the steak, but I went for sea bass this time, and that was also really, really beautiful with their mashed potato. And Paul Hull was singing, who was brilliant, kept us dancing all night, really entertaining, great
he's got
music.
A good sort of variation of music he plays.
Yeah, lots of 80s stuff.
Yeah.
Really good. And we had a big table. There was like 16 of us on the table.
Even with cancellations.
Yeah. So Nikki and Charlie were here on holiday with the kids, who aren't kids anymore. They're growing up like a rate of knots. And they joined us. They went somewhere else for dinner, but then they joined us for drinks. And yeah, we just had a great night all together.
It was just such a good atmosphere. And we mentioned it before. And, I won't give details about what they're going to do next year because they may change. change what they do next year, but certainly for the last few years, it's pretty much been their normal menu, normal price drinks. It's not no premium stuff added on. The only difference they've done over the last couple of years is just added a booking fee on to help cover the extra cost of the entertainment, because obviously on New Year's Eve, the entertainment costs a lot more, and they have a lot of entertainment. It goes on a lot longer as well, which is fair enough.
Definitely.
So, and the atmosphere, as I said, it's great. It's friendly. It's like a family pub. It's the Irish hospitality.
Yeah.
So everything about it is brilliant.
We loved it. It was super nice. And when we got home with Miles and Sue, we got comfy and put the telly on and watched a bit of Jules Holland's Hootenanny. And I saw someone I knew, Fraser T. Smith, who is a really nice guy. He is the producer for Craig David and various other people. And he was there performing with Craig David. He was playing the guitar and singing with Craigie Baby. So I saw him put a post on Instagram and I commented saying it was really good. We were watching from Spain. So I met Fraser through Nicky and Charlie. They're good friends with him. So when I was there, I don't know, a few months ago, met him at a party. And yeah, such an interesting guy. So talented, and he's proper like in with all the top musicians, working with them.
Was it Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday?
Oh, 7 days. I was like, it's completely lost the plot. So you went to bed at about 3:30 on New Year's Eve.
Well, I might have gone to sleep before 3:30. I think I fell asleep on the sofa again.
Yeah, and I went to bed at 5 a.m.
I left you to it. I just I'm going up to bed.
I honestly cannot think the last time I went to bed that late. I mean, we might be talking like 20 years or something. At least.
I don't think ever since we've been together.
No, we've
been
never
to bed
stayed
at 5
up till
a.m.
5. No, absolutely. So that was Miles and I putting the world to rights, and good fun.
At least it wasn't creme de menthe this time.
Yes, we stayed clear. I haven't had creme de menthe since last
What did you drink?
The three of us had a bottle of red.
Yes, that was
you
very
fell asleep.
nice. Was it the Portuguese red?
Yes.
That was stunning.
It was really
That was another
nice.
present from work. That was from Oksana and Oliver.
Yeah.
And that was really, really good.
It was a really nice one. And then Miles and I polished off the rest of the Christmas in a bottle, the kind of orange cinnamony sweet wine. Yeah, that was really nice.
Not my bag.
No, fair enough. New Year's Day, we spent the whole day in our pyjamas.
Yes, better to say it like that than we spent the whole day in PJ.
Yes, I was staying clear of that. I've written PJs, but thought it would sound odd.
It does.
We spent the whole day in PJ. Every time people put that, I always giggle to myself. So yes, we spent the whole day in our pyjamas and we watched a bit of telly, watched some films, had lots of nice chats. I had a little snooze on the sofa.
A little snooze?
Lovely.
You were out for like hours.
I wasn't out.
You was out for a whole film and then had the cheek to tell people you watched the film that day. It's like, no, you didn't.
Well, I got the gist. I saw the end of it, so I understood what happened. And then we had a nice Chinese takeaway in the evening, which was delicious from Nuevo Siglo.
And what was funny is that when they went home and they drove home in their pyjamas.
Yes, Miles with his Krusty the Clown dressing gown. Good for them. Not all the way to Granada, I have to say, just to Sue's sister's place, which is like 20 minutes away. We had a nice chilled day on Friday, got a few bits done, and then went out to meet Kelly and Paul and their friends in Marbella. So Kelly was on the India trip with me. She runs a company called Nixie Body, making knickers.
I beg your pardon?
Making knickers.
Okay.
Yes. And her husband, Paul, is a Crystal Palace fan. So you guys had to meet. One.
Yeah, no, lovely, lovely people. All of them, they're friends and they were all great fun, chatting lots, obviously, to her husband about Crystal Palace. Mm-hmm. He's a season ticket holder for Bromley as well. So he goes to sort of like some, lower division stuff. And he used to play for Palace Juniors. So he's actually played on Crystal Palace's ground, Selhurst Park, and scored a hat-trick on the game that he played. Yeah, it was on when the juniors are coming on for an exhibition match or something. So some great stories. Yeah, really good.
Brilliant.
So lovely to meet them.
Yeah, and it was really nice for Kelly and I to reminisce about India and swap stories and stuff. Really good. We had the laziest day possible yesterday and I loved every minute of it. We were like, right, we are not moving and doing anything. And we hardly ever have days like that. And it was just the best.
Oh, it was lovely not to worry about doing the podcast, doing any work, doing any housework. Let's just chill. And we did. We did.
It was really good.
And the weather was a bit shitty as well.
Yeah, the weather's been horrendous. We'll get to that. But we've been watching some great things. I watched, for the first time, The Hunger Games.
Yeah, so after watching The Long Walk,
Well,
you quite like dystopian things where they kill each other. So
yes.
After that, I thought, well, you'll like the Hunger Games then.
And I really did. So we might watch the other one today.
Yeah, well, the other one's split in two.
There's more. There's like 4, isn't there?
Oh, there's more to come. Yeah. But you've got, so the next one is Girl on Fire, I think, part 1 and part 2.
No, Mockingjay is part 1 and part 2.
Oh, is it just Girl on Fire 1 part?
Yeah.
Okay, so Girl on Fire is the next one, I think. Then it's Mockingjay 1 and 2, I think. Okay. And then there's one after that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have a look. We also watched the second series of Red Eye, which has just come out, which is really good. We love that. It's just like really espionage-y and...
Yeah, it gets you gripped straight away.
Definitely.
That storyline can be a bit dodgy. The continuity stuff is a bit crap. And some of the plot is just stupid, but it's great.
But apart from that, we loved it. So can highly recommend that. And of course, there's a new series of The Traitors that started a few days ago. So we're loving that.
Yeah, some big twists in that as well. And we're not going to give anything away because people might not have actually watched any of this yet.
Yeah. And yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was. We decided... No, it wasn't yesterday. It must have been the day before. Oh, yeah, I've got this in a twist. It was Friday after we got back from meeting Kelly and Paul. We decided to pick up some food on the way home.
Yes.
And we went to what was always called King Ramen, but now it's called Ramen and Sushi.
And I think that's because people didn't know they did sushi.
Yeah, I think so. They don't just do ramen.
They have a huge sushi
It's an
menu,
amazing menu. It really is an extensive menu. Loads of ramen, loads of sushi, and noodles and rice dishes. I mean, it's a really great menu. And we had some really delicious food.
We were talking about what to eat on the way home, and we decided, I wanted Thai. And then you found somewhere in Marbella, and they were closed.
And it was shut, yeah.
And then I said, what about King Ramen, which is no longer King Ramen? And yeah, really good.
Nice food. And yes, the weather for the last couple of days, a complete washout. It feels like it's been raining, or I don't think it's raining this precise second now, but it's pretty much been raining non-stop.
There's something wrong with your bush.
What?
It's on the floor.
Oh, like, where are we going with this? I'm starting to feel really uncomfortable. I'm like, what in bush? Oh, yes, the bush in the garden has collapsed, which I said it would unless you tied it up. You didn't tie it up. You didn't tie up my bush.
No, your bush was too big to tie up.
Stop it.
And now it's on the floor.
Now it's on the floor. Can it be rescued?
While it's on the floor, it gives me a good chance to trim it.
Funny weirdo.
It's you. I'm talking about the bush.
Yes.
So I can really thin it out. You've got bright red.
How old are we? This is ridiculous. Oh, for God's sake. Right, now we're in a new year. We have our V16 light in our car in the glove box.
Yes, and your dad actually bought it for us when he got his one.
Yeah.
He got it from Carrefour, and it looks a little bit different to the others. It's not just the sort of lamp. It's on a little stand, but it's pre-connected. So literally, we don't need to do anything.
We hope. You tried to do something.
No. I've seen people talk about it since then. The app is, if you're in Spain, you can register on the app, and all it is for the insurance and for something else, but it doesn't do anything. The big thing about these, and people are getting into the mistake of thinking that because they have a V16, if you break down and you put it on your car, they come and rescue you. They don't. All that the V16 is there to do is alert the traffic authorities that somebody has broken down in a certain place.
Right.
You still need to call your grower and your insurance company, obviously via the insurance company, and do everything you would normally do if you broke down. It doesn't do anything other than that.
Right, okay. And people are being advised to keep their triangles.
Yes.
After all that.
And there was a really weird story because people were worried, and I think there were reports that the police might fine you if you still had your triangle. It's just bizarre.
No.
And then it's fine you if you use your triangle. Well, all of that's bullshit, apparently. You can still use your triangle if you want a further warning, but you must put your beacon on first, and then you can put a triangle to warn people that are coming towards the car that there's a hazard, which makes bloody sense.
Yeah,
That's the whole idea of having a triangle.
Yeah. Also, there does seem to be a bit of a grace period. We were really concerned, and I think you read something online that as soon as it was the 1st of Jan, the police were out there ready to stop people if they hadn't already bought their V16 lights. But we've read something since that they are not that on it straight away.
No, I think they've been told to give people a grace period. I think they would have been on it if they could.
Yeah. Even so, don't wait. Just go and get it.
And you must keep it in the glove compartment. It's got to be within the car so you can can put it on the car as soon as before you get out almost.
So not in the boot,
Not
basically.
in the boot, no. Otherwise you'll be fined.
Couple of articles from the Euro Weekly. I was scrolling through earlier and then suddenly saw a picture of me and Bev laughing and was like, oh my God, what's that? It's obviously been taken from the ITS website. It was advertising the fact that our new production, Yes, Prime Minister, is coming up on Wednesday, the 21st of Jan. It's a rehearsed reading, which means that the actors on stage will have scripts, but ideally they've learned a lot of it, so they're just referring to their scripts.
Acting in dress and with props.
Absolutely. So really looking forward to that. That's at the Centro Polivente in La Campana, that big building on the corner that's all colourful. Yeah. So it starts at 7:30. So tickets are really cheap, actually. Only €8 for members or €10 if you're not a member. So you can get the tickets from internationaltheatrestudio.org. And we have a special interest because both my dad and Sheila are in it.
Yes, they were in something before, which was brilliant.
They did
Educating
Rita together. Really.
So it's not just them in this, but yes, they're not usually in things together.
I know. Exciting. There was also an article with the headline Dia de Reyes, Spanish celebration that marks the end of Christmas. It was talking about the fact that it is the Three Kings Day on January the 6th, which is a national public holiday. It's the day when children open all their presents. The Three Kings, like Santa would, come and deliver their presents on the evening of the 5th of January, which is Monday night. And there's normally a massive parade where they're chucking out sweets for the kids and we all collect as many sweets as possible. But so many of them have had to be postponed because of the weather, which is a real shame.
Yeah, I think the one in San Pedro took place, but on a very, very, very small scale. And I don't think there was loads of sweets being chucked out.
No, there wasn't at all. So yeah, that's a real shame for the kids because they'll, really look forward to it. They'll be one of the highlights of the year. So
well, the whole Three Kings thing this year has been a massive washout. There's a lot of things set up, like little playground and adventure parks, and they've all been closed because of the weather.
Such a shame. There was another piece, so we're not fans of electric scooters, which you may have heard us talking about before.
It'd be funny if I get one, isn't it?
No, it would not be funny. There was a piece saying the electric scooter owners can breathe easy as Spain delays fines.
Oh, you mean Spain have delayed bringing in something?
Yes.
That's a change.
Shocking, isn't it? Basically, the DGT isn't ready because in order to fine people, there needs to be a system put in place that owners of scooters can register to, which is the whole thing. You think, yeah. So that's obviously not ready, so they can't start fining people until the system's been done. So, yeah. Because we've been seeing people over the last few days on scooters going, oh dear.
Were coming home the other day from King Ramen, whatever it's called now. It's always going to be King Ramen to me,
That's fine.
And there was a couple of kids on a scooter with black hoodies, no lights on the scooter, driving in the road. I mean, how dangerous can you get?
So dangerous. Just, silly. There's a social media meme that's been going around, which I shared because it made me giggle the other day. Shout out to everyone who said they would start eating and drinking healthy in the new year and have already decided to wait until Monday.
That's you. That is totally you.
That's both of us.
No, I'm on it. I was on it. There was an advert when I was growing up and it was about giving up smoking. And there was this horrible cartoon. It's like a Scroogey type character. And he was called Mr. Nicotine. And he was encouraging people to smoke. Go on, just one more cigarette. That was you the other day about drinking the champagne. Go on, just one glass. It won't hurt. You can give up on Monday. Just have one glass.
I think you're going a little bit over the top. And it was because we were given half a bottle of Bollinger. Nikki and Charlie had some really nice champagne for New Year's Eve and they were flying back to the UK. So Charlie bought round a bottle of rosé, which was really kind, and this half a bottle of Bollinger. So the rosé obviously isn't open, so it can stay in the fridge and we can open it whenever. But the Bollinger wasn't going to keep. So that's the difference. It wasn't just for the sake of drinking. It was that if we weren't going to drink that in a couple of days, then we'd end up having to chuck it, which would have been a massive waste.
If I'm going to break it, an only small amount, it was only one glass.
Exactly.
If you're going to do it to champagne.
Well, there you go, see. So don't make out I'm Mr. Nicotine.
But you're not doing it yet. I'm straight back on it.
Yeah, well, we're doing this whole weekend without drinking, but I'm going out for dinner tomorrow night to a really nice restaurant in Puente Romano, and I'm being taken out by a friend of mine who's here on holiday from the UK. So it would be rude not to. Unless she's not, and then I'll just join in with her. But if she is, then I will too. but then I'll go back to not again. We have to make these exceptions, don't we? But then we'll be fine for a week or so until we have the hashing weekend.
Well, that's what my aim is, to at least get through to that, which
Exactly.
is towards the end of the second week.
So it's about 10 days.
Yes.
Roughly. Well, there we go. Happy New Year and all that.
Have you got any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, well, we were talking about this the other day, weren't we? I would like to, of a weekend when we've got Friday night or even Friday lunch, but Friday night, Saturday lunch night and Sunday lunch, moving forward, I would like to have one of those days where I'm not doing anything.
That sounds good.
Because too often I end up doing something Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday lunch, and it's a little bit overwhelming.
Okay, that sounds very, very good.
Both food and drink wise, money wise, and energy wise. So yeah, my friends need to know and understand that if I say I'm really sorry, that's my night in. I'm not being rude. It's not because I don't want to see you. It's that I need to have one night in every weekend.
And this is also to all of Hannah's friends. If she says that, I'm available and I can come out with it.
No, that's not fair.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you are. It's for both of us. What are yours then, New Year's resolutions?
More exercise.
Okay, that's a good one.
And I don't just mean, I'm not going to go in and try and lose weight and do this, but generally I want to build more exercise into my weekly routines.
Well, can I give you a tip?
I think so.
Because I've done interviews about New Year's resolutions and stuff. And one of the things they say, one of, if not the most common resolution is more exercise. And instead of it just being a blanket statement, you need to put things in the diary. And that's absolutely what works for me, whether it's gym sessions or whether it's particular classes or things, or even if it's going for a run. Writing it in the diary. So Tuesday morning from 8 until 9, I'm doing that. And then Thursday morning from 7 till 8, I'm doing that. So writing it in the diary will help for it to become a routine. Otherwise, it's just something you say and a few weeks go by and you're like, oh, I haven't done any exercise.
I'll add to my diary then.
Great. Well done. Good luck.
Thank you. Now can we go back to bed?
It is goodbye. We can, yes. It is goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from her.